Can we talk for a second about kitchens? Because a gorgeous kitchen will absolutely talk you into buying the wrong house in Phoenix. Quartz countertops are very convincing. However, they will never once mention that the garage is too shallow, that the primary bedroom turns into a pizza oven every afternoon, or that the laundry room requires a 3-point turn with a full basket in your arms. Countertops don't rat themselves out. That part's on us. If you're relocating to Phoenix after 55, whether you're looking for an active adult community, 55 plus neighborhoods, or just a standard single family home in the Phoenix metro area, here's the thing I keep telling clients. Square footage tells you almost nothing about how comfortable a home is going to feel when you actually live in it. The stuff that matters most is usually hiding behind the finishes and quietly waiting to become your problem about 6 months after closing. So here are the 8 home features I want you to put on your radar before staging, paint colors, or one extremely photogenic waterfall island takes over the entire home buying decision. And fair warning, at least one of these gets ignored constantly by Phoenix home buyers because they figure, they'll deal with it later. But later tends to come with invoices. Number 1, the garage. And I don't mean whether it exists. I mean whether the garage actually works for your life in Phoenix. Phoenix garages end up holding a lot more than a car. They hold golf clubs, bikes, tools, holiday decorations, gym equipment, and whatever else you can't bring yourself to throw away. A 2-car garage on paper can feel completely different once 2 actual vehicles are parked inside. So what you want to do is check the garage depth, check the width around the doors, notice if the water heater or shelving is eating into your usable storage space. And if you drive a bigger SUV or truck, don't assume the garage will cooperate just because the listing says 2 cars. Cars didn't get the memo that Phoenix garages have stayed the same size this entire time. Number 2, the HVAC system. Not just how old the unit is, age matters, but comfort in a Phoenix home is more complicated than a date sticker on an HVAC unit. You want to look at how the house is zoned, where the thermostats actually sit, and whether certain rooms run noticeably warmer or cooler. Because a big home with a poorly balanced HVAC setup can honestly be less comfortable than a smaller home that is dialed in right. And that's a big deal in Arizona's desert heat. That matters here because you're going to care a lot about whether the air conditioning and heating system keeps the rooms you actually live in comfortable. Nobody buys a house dreaming of their relationship with ductwork, and ductwork somehow always gets the last laugh. Number 3, exposure, AKA where the sun actually hits. This isn't about memorizing one perfect direction for a Phoenix house. Your floor plan, window placement, and shade all factor in together. Walk into the rooms you're actually going to use and notice where is the light coming from. Picture the primary bedroom in the afternoon Arizona sun. Now picture the patio at the time of day you'll realistically be sitting on it. A backyard can look stunning at 9:30 in the morning. That tells you nothing about whether you'll want to be out there at 5 p.m. in July. So if outdoor living matters to you, that covered patio truly deserves nearly as much attention as the inside of the home. Number 4, floor plan flow. This is where I stop obsessing over total square footage and start asking, how much of that square footage is actually useful? A 2,500 square foot home can live much easier than a 3,200 square foot home if the floor plan makes sense for your day-to-day routine. Look at the distance between the rooms you'll use constantly. Notice if the furniture placement feels obvious or like a puzzle. And don't let a room earn a purpose just because the listing called it a flex space. That's real estate speak for good luck. Figure it out yourself. Number 5, Bathroom usability. Not whether the tile is trendy, the actual bathroom layout. How much room is around the shower? Is there a big step into the tub? Can two people move around the primary bathroom without doing a little dance? This isn't about treating 55 like you suddenly need a medical grade bathroom. You don't. It's about buying a home you can enjoy for a long time without discovering your daily routine was designed around someone with the flexibility of a yoga instructor. Same logic applies to stairs. A 2-story home might be totally fine for you. Just be honest with yourself about whether you want a primary bedroom, laundry, or home office split across levels. Number 6, outdoor maintenance. Phoenix backyards can look deceptively easy. A pool, a desert landscape, a built-in grill, turf, mature plants. It all creates exactly the outdoor Arizona lifestyle you want. It also creates something to maintain. That doesn't make it bad. It just means you should know what you're signing up for before you buy. Pools are a classic example of this. Some Phoenix homebuyers will use a pool constantly. Others love looking at pools right up until it becomes their pool. And if that's you, a community pool in an active adult or 55 plus community might sound a lot more appealing than you'd expect. Number 7, storage placement. Not storage quantity, placement. A Phoenix home can have tons of cabinets and closets while putting every single one of them somewhere inconvenient. Figure out where your luggage would actually live, where holiday decorations go, where the golf clubs and bikes and hobby gear land, before you even assume, wow, there's tons of storage. A huge pantry clear across the house is technically impressive. It's also a daily field trip. Number 8, laundry room and utility placement. The one everyone assumes they'll fix later. A laundry room sounds boring right up until you're using it twice a week for the next 10 years. So look at where it sits relative to the bedrooms, whether there's room to sort and fold, and whether the doors collide with the appliances. None of this makes it into the listing photos, and it still shapes your opinion of the house long after you've forgotten what color were those countertops. So which feature actually matters most for you and your move to Phoenix? Honestly, it depends on you. Do you travel a lot? Do you like a low maintenance property? Do you spend weekends maybe woodworking, bicycling, working on cars? The garage might matter more than an oversized great room. Do you host family often? Bedroom separation just moved up your list. A good rule of thumb when touring homes in the Phoenix metro area is to separate the emotional features from the functional ones. Emotional features make you want the property. Functional determines whether you still like it after closing, and you need a little bit of both. You need both, because a purely practical home you don't enjoy isn't the goal, but neither is a beautiful home that quietly irritates you 12 times before lunch. Square footage still matters, price still matters, condition still matters, but the best Phoenix home for your next chapter probably isn't the biggest one you can afford. It's the one whose everyday details work so well, you eventually stop noticing them.